Tony Brown, committed to Springboks despite all black speculation. The Inside Story Springboks assistant coach Tony Brown has delivered clarity amid swirling speculation over his future, confirming that he remains committed to South Africa and plans to see out the remainder of his contract through the 2027 Rugby World Cup. The former All Blacks fly half, who has become one of the most respected attacking minds in international rugby, has been linked repeatedly with a return to New Zealand following the shock sacking of Scott Robertson as All Blacks head coach. However, Brown has been unequivocal. His loyalties currently lie with the Springboks. Brown's recruitment to South Africa by Rassie Erasmus after the 2023 Rugby World Cup has been widely celebrated as one of the smartest moves in modern rugby. Tasked with directing the Springboks attack, Brown has played a pivotal role in refining their attacking structures, bringing creativity, adaptability, and tactical sophistication to a squad that has enjoyed remarkable success on the international stage. Under his guidance, South Africa's offensive output has been more dynamic, and the players have consistently credited him with bringing clarity and confidence to their game plan. Yet, the news of Robertson's departure from the All Blacks reignited speculation in New Zealand media that Brown might be tempted to return home, particularly if Jamie Joseph were to be appointed as the new head coach. The connection is understandable. Brown and Joseph share a long-standing professional history, having worked together at the Highlanders in Super Rugby and with the Japanese national team. Many pundits suggested that if Joseph assumed the All Blacks reins, Brown could easily slot into a familiar setup, leveraging both his tactical expertise and previous experience in New Zealand rugby. Loyalty and commitment to South Africa despite the speculation, Erasmus was quick to dispel rumors, publicly affirming Brown's commitment to the Springboks. Brown himself echoed those sentiments during an interview with NewsTalk ZB, expressing both surprise at the timing of the All Blacks coaching upheaval and his unwavering loyalty to his current team. Yet it's pretty bizarre the timing around what's happened and no sort of plan going forward. Brown said, "My name is getting thrown in there plenty, but no one's really talked to me. So I've always just been going back to South Africa to finish my contract, and happily so." Brown's remarks underscore a sense of professionalism and integrity that has defined his coaching career. Despite opportunities and public speculation, he has maintained a clear focus on his current obligations, emphasizing the importance of honoring contracts and commitments. "Yeah, it's very frustrating that timing hasn't worked out," he admitted, reflecting on a missed opportunity to potentially rejoin New Zealand rugby earlier. "I would have 2 years ago as well, and in the future, it's definitely something I want to do. Just the timing hasn't worked. My commitment to South Africa was for 4 years, and I've always had the plan to honor that commitment." A dream opportunity delayed. Brown did not shy away from acknowledging that coaching the All Blacks has long been a personal goal. The opportunity to guide New Zealand's most famous team is something many coaches would regard as the pinnacle of their careers, and Brown is no exception. In fact, he revealed that Robertson himself had made a late attempt to lure him back to New Zealand. This reportedly occurred toward the end of the previous year, possibly coinciding with Jason Holland's departure from the All Blacks coaching setup. Robertson recognized the value Brown could bring, particularly in shaping the backline and orchestrating attacking play, and made a genuine offer. However, Brown, committed to his current obligations with the Springboks, did not entertain the offer. He explained the rationale in an interview with The Post. "I don't have an out of my contract with SA Rugby, so I've always just been focused on finishing what I started." Brown's decision reflects a deep respect for professional commitments and highlights the often overlooked complexities of international coaching. While ambition and opportunity are key drivers in a coach's career, Brown demonstrated that contractual and ethical considerations can, at times, outweigh personal dreams. Frustration with New Zealand rugby. Although Brown remains loyal to South Africa, he did not hide his frustration with the timing and communication surrounding potential All Blacks opportunities. He indicated that New Zealand rugby had missed a window of opportunity to approach him after his tenure with Japan 2 years prior. 100% yes, Brown said when asked if he would have jumped at the chance to work with the All Blacks had he been available. "I would have 2 years ago as well, and in the future, it's definitely something I want to do. Just the timing hasn't worked. My commitment to South Africa was for 4 years, and I've always had the plan to honor that commitment. Brown even confirmed that he had spoken to Robertson a few months ago about potentially joining the All Black setup, reinforcing that there was mutual interest. I've even talked to Razor a couple of months ago about potentially joining the All Blacks, he said. But it's like I said to him, my commitment to South Africa was 4 years, and I've always wanted to honor that. The 2023 All Blacks coaching contest. Brown's relationship with the All Blacks coaching setup goes back several years and includes multiple connections to both Robertson and Joseph. When Ian Foster announced that he would not reapply for the All Blacks head coach role after the 2023 Rugby World Cup, Robertson and Joseph were widely recognized as the leading candidates. Both were required to assemble backroom teams as part of their applications, and Brown featured on Joseph's shortlist due to their shared history. Who knows? Brown reflected when asked if New Zealand Rugby should have reached out to gauge his interest. It was definitely the Scott Robertson team versus Jamie Joseph's team. That's the process that New Zealand Rugby set up. So I think, with me being with Jamie, Scott potentially didn't want to take me as well. He had quality coaches, including Jason Holland, Leon McDonald, Scott Hansen, and Jason Ryan. So they had a strong coaching team. Jamie put his team together, and I was part of that. The New Zealand Rugby Union went with Scott, who probably deserved the job with his success. So it was just the way it was. Brown's candid acknowledgement of the selection process highlights both the politics and strategic considerations inherent in international coaching appointments. In elite rugby, decisions are rarely made on coaching ability alone. Prior relationships, team chemistry, and long-term planning all play decisive roles. Rassie Erasmus. The defining call with New Zealand's door closed, Brown found himself considering several options: returning to Japan, pursuing opportunities in Argentina, or answering a call from one of his most respected mentors, Rassie Erasmus, to join the Springboks setup. Then I was stuck, either looking at going back to Japan, and there's a little opportunity with Argentina, and then Rassie gave me a call around South Africa, Brown recalled. I played under Rassie for the Stormers and knew him as a coach. He'd obviously done some amazing things over the last 2 World Cups, and I just thought, wow, what an opportunity to learn from him. Brown's decision to commit to South Africa has paid dividends. Under his influence, the Springboks attacking play has become more fluid, structured, and effective, with players thriving under his guidance. His impact has been recognized both internally and externally, earning him a reputation as one of the sharpest rugby minds in the Southern Hemisphere. Balancing loyalty and ambition. Brown's story reflects a recurring challenge in the world of professional rugby, balancing personal ambition with loyalty and contractual obligations. Coaches often navigate competing pressures, the desire to take on dream jobs versus the ethical and professional commitment to current roles. In Brown's case, the opportunity to return to New Zealand, potentially to a familiar coaching setup, is a dream scenario for many. Yet he has made clear that honoring his contract with the Springboks is paramount. Just the timing hasn't worked, he said. But that's rugby, that's coaching, and Robertson had his coaches, and I just had to go and find another job. Brown's comments underline the reality of professional coaching at the international level. Opportunity and ambition are constant, but patience, timing, and loyalty are equally critical. Looking forward, 2027 and beyond with the Springboks, Brown has a clear plan and defined goals. His contract runs through the 2027 Rugby World Cup, giving him the opportunity to continue refining South Africa's attacking structures and helping the team maintain its position among the world's elite. Erasmus' faith in Brown reflects a broader philosophy: assembling a coaching team built on complementary skills, mutual trust, and a shared vision for the squad style of play. In Brown, South Africa has a coach who combines technical excellence, tactical insight, and the ability to manage elite players effectively, ensuring that the Springboks remain competitive at the highest level. While Brown maintains an aspiration to one day coach the All Blacks, it is clear that his focus remains firmly on South Africa. For now, he is prioritizing results, stability, and the continued development of the Springboks attack.